Hi. Today I wanted to tell you about how I got involved in doing spiritual growth workshops. And this is the place where, if you have read my blog, you saw me and Linnea standing here, my daughter. And she figures in this story quite prominently. This is First Unitarian Society. This is the landmark auditorium, and it figures also very prominently in this story. So when my daughter Linnea got to be about 6 years old, I realized, and so did my husband Mark, that we couldn't be the only people involved in doing her religious education, that we really needed a community. And so after a short search, we found First Unitarian here in Madison, Wisconsin, and we've been here for several decades now. We've loved it. And actually, as soon as I started attending, I discovered that if I just signed the book and became a member of the congregation, that I would be able to go to a women's spirituality conference that was coming up in a few months. So I jumped at the opportunity and became a member. What was very interesting was that I came back a member of the district organization of women in religion of the entire Midwestern district of the Unitarian Universalist Association. And this led to some interesting, almost embarrassing experiences. I went around the district doing workshops with the women of the district about women's spirituality, and at one of the district meetings, I found myself at the meeting sitting in front of these people who were talking about Madison, Wisconsin. And so I turned around and I said, "Hi, are you from First Unitarian?" And they said, "Yes." I didn't know one of them. I felt really sort of embarrassed because the way you usually do things is you become a member of your congregation, you do work in that congregation, get to know the people there, and then you get involved in the district. And I did it exactly in the opposite direction. But it was a wonderful experience for me. Let's show them a little bit more of the church, because this is a Frank Lloyd Wright landmark that is in the National Registry. And so we'll show you, this is the auditorium, and we'll walk down the loggia, what we call the loggia, which is just this hallway off of which the offices of the various staff members exist. So, oh, this is even more echoey. So I went around, and I also did the first conference of women in religion and started to sing the songs that I had gathered as a pagan over many years. And after that first conference, I got all of these calls from women from around the district saying, "Nancy, we're putting on a women's service. Do you have a song for us?" Or, "Nancy, we're putting on a ritual, a women's ritual. Do you have a chant for us?" And I realized after several of these that it probably would be a good idea to create a recording, and that's where Chants for the Queen of Heaven started to come from. So I used this Chants for the Queen of Heaven as a springboard for my first spiritual growth workshops, and eventually started doing spiritual growth based on my book, The World is Your Oracle. So that's how I got into doing this work, and I wanted you to also know that today I got my hair cut, so I thought it would be a perfect day, since my hair is looking so good, to do a video. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye. See you next week.